Another question that was asked during our member meeting was, do we have a purposeful plan to pursue diversity as a church? That's a complicated question that probably would require a far longer answer than that we have time for here. It's certainly a question that's been discussed and that the evangelical church has tried to get its heart and mind and communities around. The simple answer is this: what I think we hold to, and what we would desire is we would love for our church to be reflective of the community in which we sit. We'd love for our church to be a representation of the broader community that surrounds us. What that means for us here in Roswell, the general Roswell area, I believe in the last count, Roswell is about 71% Caucasian white. It's about 13 to 14% African American, somewhere around the 9 to 11% Hispanic, with a variety of different other races, ethnicities represented to make the difference. So what that means is we are currently not a representation. We are not a match for our surrounding community, as we're predominantly a white Caucasian church. So the process of trying to intentionally pursue diversity within a community of people that people choose to come to is a pretty complicated process. But what it would mean, the implications, an intentional pursuit of it per se, would have tangible effects if we were able to pursue key leaders to be a part of our church staff, or elders that were reflective of a variety of diversities in race. Of course, we have diversity in age well represented in our church. And unfortunately, that's one of those things from a congregate standpoint that we can't force, that we can't make happen. Now, on the hiring standpoint, as far as bringing on staff leadership that would be racially diverse, we do have control over that. And obviously, as we in the future have opportunities to bring in key leaders and influencers within our church staff team, we would love for that to be representative of a broader swath of both racial and ethnic diversity. And we would consider that in every possible way moving forward. The reality is we would also want to make sure we have the right candidate that has the right fit, the right theological implications. And those are also, the considerations in those kinds of moments. So the answer is, I'm someone who grew up in a church in my teens that had 26 different nationalities in a congregation of about 300. And so I would love for us to be far more diverse than we are. And so every opportunity that we have that can be strategically or effectively done, we would love to pursue that in the future. What that will look like, as I said, is a little bit more complicated than simply wishing it to happen. So but that's where we are. I think that's some of the delight we had in partnering with other churches in the area that have a greater diversity within their community. And we'd love to be a part of a broader picture of the church, both on earth and looking forward to that in heaven. So there you go.